everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Real Rap Podcast. This is JP, and this is my co host, Javi,
Welcome back. Thank you guys for tuning in to a new episode.
episode 12. And today we have a special guest who was here for our second episode. So, 10 episodes ago, we got Hilly.
What's up, peoples? I'm back again. 10 episodes later, ready to discuss a whole bunch of mess.
Yeah. So he's only gonna be here for a few segments. Because the first thing we're gonna talk about is last Thursday was the Game Awards, and a couple games won some awards, just like
Yup.
Baldur's Gate 3, which won Game of the Year.
Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate.
It beat out Alan Wake 2, Zelda King's Tears of the Kingdom, Alan Wake. Well, I did say Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, and I forgot what the other game was. What was it? Shoot, there was a fifth one.
Super Mario Wonder.
Yeah, and wasn't that?
Yeah, it was Super Mario Wonder. It was like
Mm.
Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2,
Yeah,
Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate, and Super Mario Wonder.
yeah. And some people were saying that Starfield should have been in it, and you guys are wrong.
No, anyone who said Starfield, honestly, no. Like, I'm sorry for Bethesda fans, but that was a very, very big disappointment.
And Resident Evil 4, by the way.
No, Resident Evil 4 is
No. It's Game of the Year.
Oh.
They got beat.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, it's a remake, so it's like it kind of makes
Yeah.
sense because it's like, okay, they remade 4 like
Mhm.
in the way that like they wanted to.
Yeah.
That obviously they couldn't years ago,
Mhm.
and it turned out really well.
Oh yeah.
I'm still not gonna fucking play it or other games like that
Mhm.
because I don't know. Even though
Yeah.
I like it, it's just like when there's too much, going on, and I'm like, I don't know, panicking. I guess I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah. And while Baldur's Gate 3 won Game of the Year, Alan Wake 2 did win Best Game Direction, and I don't disagree.
I don't know honestly why it did. Like when I look at it, it's like, okay, the formula from like 1 to 2 drastically different, but like I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
really. I don't know how they judged it. So
Yeah, it was weird because you were saying earlier like no, why did you think Alan Wake 2 was gonna win Game of the Year? And I'm like, well, like I was thinking like it might be a surprise win because it won three different awards: Best Game Direction, it won Best Narrative, Best Art Direction. It was beating out Baldur's Gate in a lot of these awards. Baldur's Gate only won Best Community Support and Best RPG, and that's why I was thinking like, huh, that's pretty interesting. But at the same time, also Best Action Adventure Game went to Zelda, while Alan Wake 2
yeah,
didn't
that
win
was
it.
the
It's
only one that Tears of the
weird.
game that was gonna get.
I'm very curious how they like judge these games. Like, what made Zelda better than Alan Wake 2, but made Alan Wake 2 win these other awards that seem pretty important. Like they're pretty important,
Oh,
and it's kind of interesting. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Best multiplayer game, Baldur's Gate 3. So I guess they were kind of tied. Player player's voice, which doesn't matter as much. Sorry, but
Players' voice absolutely matters. Well, I mean, like,
because
okay, how they judge these things is definitely how the media perceives
yeah,
some
I'm
of
on the
these
media
games.
votes. That's what I mean.
Yeah, because it's like, what, for example, what was it? That Cyberpunk won an
Yeah,
award.
Cyberpunk
I
was
forgot
before.
what award it was.
Wasn't it like best ongoing game or something like that? I could just look here since I have it
If
up.
it was that, I think it was best ongoing game,
Let me
honestly.
see.
Because it was like, oh, the whole narrative is like,
Yeah, best ongoing game.
okay, yeah. So the whole narrative is like, it's just a whole comeback story for it,
Yeah,
and people are eating that up, and it's like, okay, it's Baldur's Gate. Oh no, it's Cyberpunk.
yeah.
What was it? Phantom Liberty, and like, oh, you go from the game it used to be to how it is now,
Mm.
and it was like, oh my god, it's so drastic. It's the Cyberpunk that we deserved years ago. I'm like, okay.
It's pretty good though.
Which
I've been playing
Cyberpunk
it.
is this?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay, so yeah, that's the one with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Saying that? Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember seeing
Yeah.
the
And then,
advertising for it.
yeah, and then now Idris Elba.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Good
and
stuff.
yeah, they got some good stuff there. There was a lot of trailers. Also, we got one called OD, which is coming from Kojima himself and Jordan Peele.
Oh,
I
that's
did
interesting.
not actually look at that trailer. I wanted to
Mm,
watch it at some point. I probably will at some point,
yeah,
maybe today. But like when I saw that he went up on stage, I didn't actually get to look at it at the time when I was
yeah.
watching the Game Awards. I was too busy focused on other things at the time.
It's interesting to me because Jordan Peele is he's more of a movie guy and
Filmmaker, yeah.
everything, so it's gonna be cool to see him transition to video games for this one. Kojima really loves to work with all these directors, huh? Like
Yeah,
who?
that's.
Because Death Stranding and Silent Hills, he worked with Guillermo del
Oh
Toro,
yes, I
and
remember that. Yep.
yeah, which rest in peace, Silent Hills. I really want to play that
Oh,
game.
And
I
PT,
miss PT. That was cool.
no, I'm good on that. That shit was scary.
that's cool. Though, now
Yeah.
that Jordan Peele's getting into video games, what type of game? Not really familiar too much with
Horror.
it.
It
It's
looks like,
horror,
yeah. There's not really much. It was
and that's what Jordan Peele does well with
yeah,
films. So.
and just like Death Stranding, it's also having Mads Mikkelsen and all these other guys. Like this game's gonna have some Hollywood actors and actresses too.
Man,
Oh,
It
okay.
has Hunter Schafer from Euphoria and Sophia Lillis from It and It Chapter Two.
Okay, so I might have to
Yeah,
check out this game then because it
yeah.
sounds pretty cool. Nice.
So yeah, it's interesting, and I forget the other guy's name. Oh man, my research was bad for this one. But yeah, I will say I did watch the Game Awards, but I was watching the Patriots game at the same time. But uh, the Game Awards, I feel like, it's, to be honest, because like there was a lot of just wasted time that they could have get, because like the Game of the Year speech only was like what 30 seconds and everything. Spent a lot of complaints about it. Like it was just
well, um
they don't need so many.
they don't need a whole bunch of speeches, and then they
Yeah,
don't need another what was his name, Christopher Judge? I don't know.
yeah, Christopher
Yeah,
Judge.
they don't need another like speech like that. Even though that was a funny part when he took a dig at the whole Modern Warfare 3
That
campaign.
was pissed about that too. Yeah,
Apparently.
which is stupid because like I get it, you guys worked hard in that game, but like, sorry guys, your game's 5 hours. Please,
Jeez,
it's only
I don't
for
blame
full price. I don't
blame
blame
the
them as much
devs.
as
I
Activision.
blame the people that make these timetables and
Yeah,
make it so you have to hurry up and make these things readily available when you
yeah.
know damn well we were expecting these games to come out within a 2 year basis.
Mhm.
And what has it been 2 years so far for two?
No, it was only last year. There was some.
Okay, yeah. So
I
yeah,
remember
it
the
was
rumor
supposed
it
to
was
take
supposed
another
to be.
year for the damn game. So
Yeah.
it was like people were expecting, oh, we're gonna sit here and go and wait 2 years. Cool,
Mhm.
we're gonna sit here and experiment with Modern Warfare 2 again. Da, da, da. Uh, no, we get Modern Warfare 3, and people
It's
fucking hate
DLC.
it. People absolutely hate it,
Yeah,
and
it's just DLC. It's
that
just literally just DLC. Like it is. I don't know, but I think that's my problem with the Game Awards. Like it's just like you got to give that time, to the developers and everything because it's their night. They're winning the awards and all this stuff. But it's just like lots and like trailers are cool and everything, but it's like lots and lots of trailers, all this stuff and everything. Yeah, it's kind of it's. I mean, like it's not bad. It's just it could be it's a work in progress still after all this time, but I think it'll get there eventually. I appreciate that there's at least like a award show available, for these games because after Spike stopped doing the VGAs like that, that's there was like no other resort, and then Jeff here he
Jeff
made
Keighley,
yeah
yeah,
Keely
fucking
made the
made
Game
the
Awards.
Game Awards, and then another thing that like I there was damn it, like all these conferences
Yeah,
makes me think now of one that like I've always wanted to go to, but I'm definitely sure of now that I'll never be able to,
yeah,
especially because of like the fact that I was obviously too young and did not have money,
yeah.
is E3.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a sec because that's actually the next topic. But yeah, actually, let's talk about it now. I think we talked enough about the Game Awards. I think it was fun. I think all the winners deserved it, and yeah. But up next, guys. With that said, today was a sad day because E3 was announced, or actually it was yesterday, as a recording. But E3 no longer is an event. It is gone.
Oh wow.
For
Yeah,
good.
gone for good. They've had struggles since COVID happened, since 2020.
Mm-hmm.
They've had to cancel these last four events and everything.
Nope.
But there's official confirmation that they're done trying. They're just gonna, not do it anymore. And it was even before the pandemic, it was definitely gonna die off soon. I mean, Sony was it Sony? Yeah, it was Sony that stopped doing the event, and before that, Nintendo stopped doing it, and their Nintendo Directs.
Well, yeah, because it's like
Um,
all of these devs had to, sit here and, if I'm not mistaken, pay to end up showing up to these places,
yeah.
and then after that they get their spots, their booths,
Mm,
and then after that they get their whole conferences, their whole panels, and then do whatever they got to do.
yeah.
And now that they don't have to pay a middleman just to like give information, now the middleman is the internet, and that's free, especially
Yeah.
with these other services. Now you have a new middleman, aka Twitch and YouTube.
But it's still sad, you know? I mean, like, I remember, like, growing up, like, it was cool to see a lot of these, E3 was something I really, really looked forward to. For me, 2013 E3 was so amazing because, you come home, you're seeing all these conferences and everything for the PS4 and Xbox One, especially when there was, that controversy with the Xbox One having DRM and all this other stuff.
Almost worst decision
Um,
of the fucking life.
yeah, one of the worst decisions they could have possibly made. But like it was something to like. It was just looking forward to it so much, especially because the PS4 was going to get announced, and they announced it was like going to be $400 and everything. Just
Damn.
cool times. All the game reveals. 2014 was really cool too, but like you could tell there was like a point where it was falling off because my Sony was dropping out, Nintendo's dropped out, and you were just getting Microsoft and then Ubisoft, who like makes games that are kind of boring these days. Um, yeah, like I don't remember the last time I bought an Ubisoft game to be honest, because um,
Same. Besides left, the what fucking game? Fuck, and I really love the game series too. No, wait, that's
Far Cry.
no. Forget what I said. That's Square Enix.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, no, I don't remember the last time I bought a Ubisoft game.
Yeah, because it's just I don't know. They're cool in theory, but like they're so boring. I don't know what it is about them. Like they used to be something like a big part of my childhood. Like my family would love Just Dance and everything. Rayman, all this stuff, and it's just like now I don't know. Like Assassin's Creed doesn't hit the same.
Nope.
Far Cry doesn't hit the same. Avatar, I haven't played it yet, but who knows?
I'm definitely not gonna play that shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I heard about it. I saw the ad, the advertisement
I'm
for the Avatar game.
I'm not a fan of Avatar. Like fuck the blue people.
Can't say that the podcast is.
Uh, fuck the Avatar.
Nah, we can't say that either, man.
What?
Nah, we can't hate on the avatars, man. Come on.
I don't 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 hate on them. I just don't like it. That's my perspective. That's it. That's because I didn't really think the movies. I don't think it was that special. Besides the point, it's like
I'll just kid right away.
Ubisoft has really declined in years because it's like they've been
Yeah.
tone deaf to the audiences. If it wasn't for Assassin's Creed, and like they kind of went, you know, above and beyond in certain aspects, like throughout the years. But then after that, they're still tone deaf
Yeah.
to the fact. It's like, we get it. We want, like, we enjoy the fact that you're providing basically a history lesson through a video game,
Hmm.
and as obviously, like, as uh within a fantasy aspect, and in certain aspects, real life situations that are through history books and whatnot. But like, yeah, it's like there's certain things that like it just doesn't hit anymore. Not like they used to.
Nope.
Like like
Not
uh
like they used to at all.
like Ragnarok, no. Odyssey, nope. Uh, mine personal favorite for that one, for the three RPGs, uh, was Origins. It was the first, the most experimental.
Yeah.
The combat system was really good. You had to really think about your actions when you fought.
Hmm.
But then after that, they made it so focused on the abilities when it came to Odyssey.
Yeah.
Couldn't do
I
it.
remember Unity and Rogue were also really hyped up during E3 too.
Unity, I liked Unity. I know people had hate for it, because of like all the bugs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I really digged it, especially the time period and whatnot. And then you know how they had the whole tie-in with uh well at that time they were still tying in the stories and whatnot at least a lot better than they are now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my favorite things back then. Now it's just
Yeah, I'm gonna, it's gonna suck not seeing E3 though, because like I like having just one. The closest thing to E3 is at this point is the Game Awards, right? Because like that's where all the trailer reveals are out and everything. Like we got the Blade trailer, which I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to.
the Blade game. I heard
I
about
was
that.
so
Looks good.
surprised about that.
Yeah, me too. I
Oh
did not
my
expect the
god.
Blade game,
The
but I'm
Blade.
here for it, dude.
But
Huh? It's
it's
not
not
Insomniac.
Insomniac. It is wait, is it Ubisoft?
No, it's
No.
Bethesda.
But
So it's gonna be
that's
probably gonna be a
why.
Microsoft and PC
That's
exclusive. I'm guessing like Indiana Jones is.
Yeah, it dropped. Yeah, so I mean, I think probably to try to catch up with the Blade movie because I
Yeah,
know it's been delayed so long. They're like, let's throw out a
yeah.
Blade
yo
game.
It
that
might come. It might. The Blade game might come out before the Blade movie at this
Probably,
rate.
it probably will.
But but hey, I
could be
appreciate all.
something.
I appreciate all the Blade content coming out though,
Yeah,
because
that's cool. Yeah, because really, Blade helped put Marvel on the map
yeah,
again back in '98 when the movie was released.
yeah, because there was the three Blade movies, and then there was the TV shows where it wasn't played by Wesley Snipes because it was on TV. It was this guy named, what was his name, Sticky Fingers and everything.
Oh, the rap,
Sticky,
Thank
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Sticky Fingers.
from
think
Onyx.
Yeah,
Onyx, yeah.
I think Wesley Snipes. He like while he was hard to work with on the Blade set, uh, I definitely think the fact that like he was the Blade back then because he saved the like Marvel
He
comic
did.
books
Yeah.
as a
yeah,
whole. Because it's like without that motherfucker, like
yeah.
you wouldn't have an MCU. Even though I don't like the
Mhm.
MCU, you don't have an MCU without him.
Without Blade, yeah, Blade's really that started all because at the time Marvel was really struggling financially, and I think they were kind of on the verge of like going bankrupt or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then they put out their first like live action comic book movie, and Blade just it became very
Yeah.
popular. Yeah, helped kick off in a way, kick off the MCU.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for all this Blade content, honestly,
Yeah,
because
Blade
like
is
there was him
it's a
in
good
Midnight
series.
Suns, and then I never played Midnight Suns though, but I probably gotta play it. I heard it's good.
It's a pretty decent game. Yeah,
Yeah.
I dig it. The only thing though is that the DLC is kind of I haven't bought the DLC, but from what I've like seen, like the DLC is like kind of disappointing.
Hmm.
But the game itself is really fun to play. It's like okay,
Yeah.
combat system is unique. If you ever played XCOM, you never played XCOM. It's like different from that. Um, where it's like you use ability cards. You're still able to move like kind of in a tactic way, like how XCOM is, where like okay, you move characters to a certain spot, or you could use like cards, like ability cards, and you get used to the system pretty quickly,
Hmm.
and it's really fun. Oh, and you get a whole bunch of different like variety of abilities, uh, and they have different rarities and whatnot. They all do different things, and like each character has their like own play style and whatnot. It's actually really fun um to like dig around and just like grind a bit in it, and once you get really used to it, it just becomes like so easy.
Yeah. But yeah, nah. And then there's a Blade movie which is never coming out at this point, and then
I
there's
know
Yo,
it's
it's so delayed.
I actually have some MCU news if you want to stay for this one too, because it's about the next Captain America movie because it's a mess. But we'll talk about that in a sec. But yeah, nah, E3. We kind of got off topic there, but E3,
Yeah.
it's like look, it's there's like a lot to reminisce about it and everything, and looking at the Game Awards, like I said, it's the closest thing. Um, like I said, all these game reels are pretty much at the Game Awards or awards. I mean,
Mm.
or other stuff, and yeah, it's just not the same. Like these, there's like these PlayStation showcases that are online only and everything. It's cool, but it's not the same. It's just not the same.
yeah.
I kind of like people talking and everything. You know what I mean? I don't know why. It's you know different, but like it. Yeah,
The
I don't
one
know.
thing people aren't the one thing that people are not going to miss about conferences like E3 is
Cringe.
The I mean that's a given, but
The
like
Reggie's one was cool
yeah,
though.
it's like
The
it's
weed.
the like like the Reggie moments are cool. I don't know.
My body is ready.
My body is Reggie, um, but nah, it's like people not showering.
Oh yeah, but you're gonna get that in so many things.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Video game.
yeah, all these conferences and whatnot, but like E3 like specifically, because you like
Yeah,
usually, well, always in California, and then
oh, because it's hot.
summertime, you got
That thing,
everybody sweating balls
yeah.
and a packed arena, and you have cosplayers that, and then you got people who get paid to be there. You
Imagine
cosplay.
Comic Con, San Diego.
Yeah, that's just as bad. Wash.
Bucket list though. I definitely do want
I
to
do
go
want
to
to go there.
San Diego Comic Con at some point.
I really want to go so fucking bad. There's so many conferences and places that I
Yeah.
want to go to. I want to go. What? There's San Diego Comic Con. I do want to go to New York Comic Con one day.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go to. I say, damn, I really was about to say E3. Now I can't say it
We could make our own E3. Forget it.
anymore.
Forget them. We'll do our
Uh,
own E3.
I do want to go to like some fighting game events. I want to go to like Evo. I want to go to
Yeah.
like CEO.
CEO sounds
Uh, those events, like yo, those especially recently with some of the fighting games,
cool. Yeah.
they're
Easy.
but yeah. Besides that, there's a few more, especially
Yeah.
in other countries that I definitely would like to go to. But yeah, that just a few of them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a couple I want to go to. Definitely Comic Con in San Diego would be cool.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Up next, the next topic, it looks like Captain America Brave New World, the next game, the next movie in MCU, not game, geez. We're transitioning from games to movies. They have a new writer, Matthew Orton is shooting his plan for 2024, which means the last movie, the rumors for the last movie being garbage is probably true because it seems like they're just retooling and redoing a lot. This MCU, it's kind of bad right now.
It's
I
there
said
are
it a
their
lot of
issues.
times. We've all said it so many times, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's like just I don't know,
They
it's a
need to give it a
mess.
little break. Break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I for me it was like for me I'm not obviously a big fan of MCU. I've told you guys that.
yeah.
So it's like eventually like something like this was gonna happen. They've oversaturated English oversaturated everything, and yeah, it's become like a pool of like, oh, watch this. If you didn't watch this, go on this service, go and watch this, so you like what's happening in this. Now it's just like, okay, now you have a dilemma. It's like, okay, why do I have to do all of this just to understand everything? And then if I don't, you know, sit here and do it, well, then I guess I'm to fuck me, I guess.
Mm,
And it's like, okay, that's, how it's been with the comic books and whatnot, but like you're sitting here and watching a 2 hour movie trying to sum up like a series of events.
yeah,
And it's like, it's not fun when it's just like, there's no significant progress and you do like very little things. It's like if you would do like those types of like things that aren't as significant, at least not as often, that's okay. But you guys are doing it like way too often.
They
yeah,
do. They have. Yeah. They've basically hit us with a lot of content over the past like 15 years. That's when it started, and they'll just get like 2 or 3 movies or four come out a year. And how many
well,
MCU movies did we get this year? We got Quantumania, and then we got
Guardians, so three, Marvels.
Guardians and Marvels. So three. Do we have another one coming out this year?
No, that's it.
That's it. So we got
But
three this
they were
year.
planning to do four at one point, remember? And then there's all these TV shows. It's not even
There's
just
TV
count. We're not even
shows.
counting the TV shows.
Yeah.
Like,
And no
see,
more
back
Loki.
then it was just just 3 movies a year, and then there's like the Netflix stuff, which is more of like an extension, but like
Yeah.
not really essential to the MCU. But people were more focused on like the 3 movies a year and everything.
And I
Um,
think that. Oh, sorry to cut you off.
no, but
But I think that since also too with Disney taking over too, they
yeah,
kind of see a lot of that stuff as kind of like, and I don't know, I don't really want to say this, but in a way they kind of just see it like as a cash grab, to
because
sell.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
For
pretty
Disney
much.
I
It
mean,
is.
the point of all these shows was that it's for Disney Plus. They needed shows and everything
They needed
to
content,
yeah
yeah,
they
to
needed
stream.
good they needed content to make people go, yeah, I want to get Disney Plus for myself or my child or whatever.
Yeah,
And Marvel was gonna be the thing to
the
do that
big
because
yeah.
and it makes sense because there's a lot of characters that probably won't do as well on the big screen, so why not put them on TV? Like Moon Knight and Miss Marvel
She Hulk,
and
yeah.
She Hulk. Like those would probably work better on TV because they're lesser known characters. Not that lesser known characters couldn't be successful. Like Guardians were the perfect example of
Yeah,
it working. But then there's others like Internals um and even like the Marvels didn't do as well because
yeah.
like there's just a lot of unfamiliarity
Yeah,
and
nobody fucking Marvel. Nobody
but
knows
like
Spectrum.
wait what?
Nobody knows Spectrum.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Monica Rambeau, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that's her name in the comics, and yeah, no, it's like there's just a
There's
lot
a
of fun
lot,
ones.
and it's
The thing is, oh, sorry to interrupt.
no, no, you're good.
The thing is too is that I also feel like they're just adding too many characters at the same time.
Mm.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
putting new things, and then
yeah,
everything is always the multiverse now.
yeah,
So
multiverse.
there's
Even
like
the Marvels. Spoiler alert
yeah,
was multiverse.
multiverse, and then everything too
Uh,
with like all these. Even though this is technically not really part of the MCU, it's Sony, but with Across the Spider Verse.
yeah,
I mean, you have all these Spider-Mans. What happened to just one Spider-Man? Now you
yeah,
have like 38 Spider-Mans,
yeah.
like all these different
Well,
I mean, it's a cool
Spider-Mans.
concept, but
yeah,
like
that's always been a thing
yeah.
that's been explored, especially more modern times,
Mm,
because it's like, okay, we have just one Spider-Man for like ages. Let's mix it up. Now we have uh you know other dimensions, and then after that they settled on Miles, who
yeah.
wasn't actually gonna ever be made at first. I forgot the story behind that, and then after that Miles got made, and then afterwards now we have stories where it's just Miles, but now we have issues. Well, some people have issues with Miles because they don't have a clearly defined villain for Miles, which I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, whatever. But yeah, the whole like web Spider Verse, like Madam Web connection,
Oh, the Madam Web. We
Oh
talked
God.
about that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but Madam Web looks god
I'm
awful.
not even talking about the movie.
But the movie, I'm sorry, you just mentioned Madam Web, and I'm like, I can't stop thinking about the movie.
So talking about the trailer coming up
I
soon.
used to
So
think about '90s Spider-Man where Madam Web was on there, and she was cool there. But this new movie, I was giving it a chance at first, but then seeing the posters, rewatching that trailer,
I've
dude, it looks
I never
terrible.
actually seen the
It,
trailer. I just seen like one little image of it.
It looks like it's from the CW. It was shot like it's
oh,
from
so
the
it's like a
CW, bro.
CW, like a
Like
CW
it looks
production.
the same as the Flash or Arrow. In fact, actually, maybe Arrow might look a little bit better. Like, bro, it looks like the next Hallmark movie. Like that's how it's shot for some reason. I don't know what it is. I know that the person directing the movie is mostly a TV director, so that probably explains why. But
Okay.
and she's done some good stuff too, which is why I hope this turns out well. But yeah, there's just a lot of things. There's just a lot of multiverse, and like Madam Web too,
Yeah, there's
and
just
some
too
of that,
much
and
multiverses.
it's not good. And not that there's a lot. I mean, that's yes, that too, but like a lot of these multiverse movies aren't good either. Like Quantumania was garbage. It was horrible.
And I know some people are mixed on Doctor Strange
Yeah,
Multiverse of
I'm just
Madness.
a little bit mixed on that. I'm a
Yeah.
little bit mixed on the Marvels. I'm a little bit. The only one that's been able to hit the multiverse well for me is the Spider-Man movies.
Spider-Man movies.
Just
Yeah.
all three of them. No Way or no, yeah, No Way Home. And Into and Across. Like those are the
Yeah, I mean
ones that
those
hit
worked. I mean,
Cross.
yeah, I mean we are
so
getting
good.
a lot of Spider-Mans, but you did make a good point that we are getting some cool different ones, some ones that are
Yeah.
diverse, and then I think too, No Way Home when that came out, I think that really worked too because you got
Hmm.
all the Spider-Mans, but they were for different generations, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. You know, you got the kids who
Hmm.
grew up with Toby, then the ones who saw Andrew, and then the ones
Yeah.
with the current one with Tom
It's
Holland.
just
So I
so
think that
oversat.
worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I would say, it's just this universe is so oversaturated, and you're just introducing too many new people and
Yeah.
everything. And now Brave it affects stuff like Brave New World, which I was excited for because like Anthony Mackie's first movie as Captain America.
Hmm.
You have all these Hulk villains returning, like the later after Incredible Hulk, they never followed up on it, but now, after all these years, we've been getting so much more follow up with it, with Thunderbolt Ross and now the leader and Betty Ross might be in it. But if they don't have Hulk in it, or at least She Hulk, that's stupid. They need to have one of them. How are you gonna have the Hulk villains in there, but not actual Hulk? Like stupid. They're not Captain America villains.
Probably
They're
because they're gonna probably like put some continuity where like that like happens when he's on the different planet and then he has his kid on the different planet. Fucking She-Hulk ending.
Also, Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross, dude. Like, there's just so many things going for this movie, and it's not doing like it didn't. It's not like at least they're fixing it now before it's coming out.
Before, yeah.
But
so they're trying
come
to,
on, man.
They're trying to put it together better. Like, yeah.
And no disrespect, but the director also created the Cloverfield Paradox, which isn't a good movie. It's like, I don't know. It's just they need to stop getting yes men directors and more like people who will challenge them. Well, or at least like be creative with their bubble, like like little sandbox that they let them. Like that's how Taika Waititi like described it as like a sandbox where they can be creative and not while also doing what Marvel wants.
Yeah. Same time.
Yeah.
Tend to their needs.
Yeah. Well, anyways, up next, well, if you want to stay here for this one, we're gonna talk about the Golden Globes. It's not we'll go to an ad break.
The Golden Globes.
Yeah, there's a lot of nominees. Yeah, let's take it to a PSA. This is for Bayani's next album here, the Real Rap Podcast, Golden Globes. When we come back.
About you, confident about you, and it's not fair. Why did it always have to be about you? Always be about you. It's always been about you.
Stream Heaven on Earth on December 14th. Available on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, and more.
All right, guys, and I want to thank our sponsors, Bayani, for his new album Heaven on Earth, which comes out today. Actually, well, we're recording on a Wednesday, but when this comes out, it'll be today. So be sure to check it out. It's on Spotify, YouTube Music, iTunes, Apple Music, whatever you listen to music, it's probably there. So be sure to check it out. It's pretty good stuff. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. It's also sponsored by water, so I don't choke during this podcast.
Nice.
But yeah, that was a cool conversation with Hilly. He mostly wanted to be here for the gaming stuff. So that's why, we kind of split in two. But yeah. Now it's just me and Javi, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I like this layout kind of better than the other layout. So
got a different angle.
Yeah, good
today.
angle, and yeah, I don't have to keep looking on my left every time, and yeah, I can see you right now, face to face. But yeah, up next we got Golden Globes nominations for.
Yes, they just announced them.
Yeah, and I have my flash on, so let's take a look. Let's take a look. I know Barbie has the most nominations, all-time nominations, by the way. It's a record. 18.
18, wow. There's a lot.
Yeah.
It definitely hit a lot of the big categories, too.
Yeah.
Which is good.
So, we're not going to go over all of them because there's a lot to go over. But
we'll just go over, like, the main, the big ones.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah. Basically, so the most nominations right now is as it stands, and this is gonna be airing on CBS, by the way.
Yeah, they changed it, different network, because they've been doing it for NBC for years.
It used to be on TBS, from what I remember too.
Wow.
Which was cool because it was uncensored and everything. It's gonna be I don't think it has a host.
Yeah, there's no host yet. So if you guys in Hollywood, if you want us to host,
we're
Real
free.
Rap Podcast. If you want to send us a first class flight to Hollywood, we'll definitely host for you.
So for best motion picture, we'll go over three of them. Drama, we got the nominees: Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Maestro, Anatomy of a Fall, Past Lives, and The Zone of Interest. I could see Killers or Oppenheimer winning.
I know, yeah,
Those are the
that's a tight
two,
one between
yeah.
those two. Those definitely are the top two contenders. I haven't seen the other films yet.
Mhm.
I'm sure they're great, but so far, like the ones that I have seen, Killers and Oppenheimer, those were some of the best movies of the
Yeah.
year I've seen.
And then another one, musical or comedy. I don't know why they grouped those together, but it is. It's Air, American Fiction, The Holdovers, May, December, Poor Things, which I have yet to see and I do want to see,
Same.
and Barbie.
Barbie. I'm actually really glad that Air got nominated
Yeah.
because it is a really good movie, and I feel like a lot of people need to check it out because it's like the story about the Air Jordan sneaker, and it's just so well done. You have a great cast, so I'm glad to see it nominated, and it's got some competition though with Barbie because Barbie
Yeah.
just dominated the summer
Mhm.
blockbuster. But it's good to see that Air got nominated though. Glad to
Yeah.
see that.
Then for best performance in a motion picture for drama, we got Bradley Cooper in Maestro,
Mhm.
Leonardo DiCaprio in Killers of the Flower Moon, Coleman Domingo in Rustin, Barry Cohagen in Saltburn, Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer, Andrew Scott in All of Us Strangers. I could see Bradley Cooper or Leonardo DiCaprio winning, or Cillian Murphy. I mean,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Killian. Yeah,
Cillian Murphy,
I think
Killian. My
that
bad.
he definitely has a good shot at
Yeah.
getting it. I mean, like I said, it can go either way. You don't know,
Mhm.
but he definitely. I mean, out of all those out of DiCaprio and Bradley Cooper, I mean, DiCaprio was amazing in Killers of the Flower Moon. I haven't seen Maestro yet, but
Yeah.
for those, I think that Killian Murphy, he looks like, in my opinion, at least, the top contender for that one.
Yeah,
But it could go either way though.
I haven't seen Rustin, but or Saltburn, so I don't know too much about Coleman and Barry's. But I could see Killian winning. I could see Leonardo winning. I could see
Yeah, I
Bradley
could see.
winning
Yeah, I could see one of those
because
guys winning for
they
sure.
all did really well. And then for actress, Annette Bening, for her role in Naiad, Lily Gladstone in Killers of the Flower Moon. Great to see that she's
Mhm.
getting nominated. Sandra Huller in Anatomy of a Fall. Greta Lee in Past Lives. Carrie Mulligan, Lover in Maestro, and Kaylee Spaney in Priscilla as Priscilla Presley.
Oh, nice. That's good to
Um,
see they get her.
I don't know who's gonna win that
I
one.
think
I could see it really Lily Gladstone
I
because she's
think
in a
Lily
lot.
Gladstone, she looks like the top
Yeah.
contender for that one because she was just
Yeah.
basically the heart and soul of
Don't doubt
Killers of Flower
Carrie though.
Moons. Yeah,
Don't
Carey
doubt
Mulligan,
Carrie.
yeah. But with that one though, I mean, again, either way, but the top contender for me, it looks like Lily Gladstone.
Yeah.
Looks like.
So we'll go to best performance in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. Actors: Nicolas Cage in Dream Scenario, which I know you saw.
Yeah, saw that last night.
Timothy Chalamet in Wonka, which we haven't seen yet. None of us have seen
Yeah.
it. Matt Damon in Air. Paul Giamatti in The Holdovers. Joaquin Phoenix in Beau is Afraid, which I forgot released this year. I won't lie to you.
Yeah, that came out back in
Yeah,
April, yeah.
Jeez, that was a while ago. And Jeffrey Wright in American Fiction.
Okay. Wow.
I don't know.
That's that one that one's up in the air. That one could
Yeah.
go to any of
It
those
could go-
guys.
yeah.
So. But I'm glad to see Nicolas Cage get nominated because I thought that Dream Scenario, I thought that role kind of suited him well in a way.
Yeah.
He did a pretty good job. So, but again, I could see that going to any of those guys. Any of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For actress, we got Fantasia Barrino in The Color Purple, which hasn't come out yet. It comes out December 25th, Christmas.
Yep.
Jennifer Lawrence in No Hard Feelings, interesting. Natalie Portman, May, December. Alma Hoisty in Fallen Leaves. Margot Robbie and Barbie and Emma Stone in Poor Things. Sadly, not sadly. Why am I saying sadly? Well, I'm saying sadly because I really, really love the acting of all of these, of four of these women.
Mhm.
I haven't really seen much of Fantasia and Alma to give an opinion, but I love J-Lo, or J-Lo, I mean, sorry, not J-Lo, but I do love Jennifer Lopez as well.
Yeah.
I love Natalie Portman, Margot Robbie, Emma Stone. It sucks that only one of them has to win.
I know it's a
I
tough
could
one.
see it going to Margot, though.
I could definitely see she looks like the top contender
Yeah.
for that one. I do really want to see Poor Things, and I actually do want to see Merry December. That's a movie new on Netflix with
Yeah.
Natalie Portman. So yeah, I mean, again, it's gonna be a tough one because they're all so great, but Margot Robbie looks like the top contender for that one.
Yeah. I saw there was a Pooh Bear there, so I don't know, I just want to move it.
Just move
I
it
saw
to the side.
yeah, so I guess her guess is now Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. But yeah, I think Margot Robbie's got that though.
Yeah, it
Jennifer
looks flawless.
Lawrence in No Hard Feelings is funny in here because
I was a little bit surprised by that. Yeah,
it's not
I was
like her
surprised.
like performances I think is special.
Yeah, I mean,
Respectfully.
she's a good actress, like
Yeah.
regardless. But yeah, I was just a little bit surprised
like-
that she just like got nominated for that.
One of these movies is not like the other.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like she's a phenomenal actress. I mean, she won an Oscar and a Globe for Silver's Lining Playbook, and she's been nominated multiple times. So she's great. But yeah, I just was a little bit caught off guard. For that one. But hey, good though. Good that she got a nominee.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to go over all these because there's a lot to go through.
They do have a new one though. Let's talk about the new one. They have a new category. I think it's best box office in cinema achievement.
Yes, that's what it was. I did skip over that because I wanted to save it for last. So we got Barbie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, John Wick Chapter 4, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Super Mario Bros. Movie, Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour. It's probably going to go to Barbie, for being honest.
Yeah, because it hit the $1 billion mark. So I think Barbie looks like the good contender for it. But a lot of those movies, they crushed at the box office. I mean, Super Mario Brothers was there. That hit $1 billion. To what else? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Surprised Mission Impossible's there.
Yeah, because when
it did that well in the box office.
Yeah, because when it came out, like I feel like it slightly underperformed like the first couple of weeks of its opening in the box office.
Yeah, I feel like it's just there because Tom Cruise is in it.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
Yeah. I could see it being Barbie. I could see Oppenheimer winning too.
Oppenheimer, it did
but
very
I think
well.
Barbie's gonna get it because it's $1 billion.
Yeah, it made more than Oppenheimer, but Oppenheimer still did pretty well in the box office though.
But I could see Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour also winning too because
I won't be surprised.
I don't know the criteria for this award exactly. How are they gonna?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a new award. Yeah, that they handed out.
I won't lie.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of this one because it's like I don't know. I mean, Taylor Swift because it pretty much saved movie theaters in a time where they needed it a lot because
it helps draw a lot of people
because the strikes were the strikes did affect a lot for movie theaters. But this movie was able to bring so many people in. On the time they really did. Like I said, it's just I could see that being a contender to win, but I think it'll go to Barbie, honestly. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these will.
And also too, I think 2023, I mean, despite having the writers and actors strike, I think it was a very solid year. It was a very good year for movies because really with the whole trend of the Barbieheimer, I think that pushed a lot of people to the theaters. And then you also had a lot of movies too that pushed people to theaters. Guardians 3, John Wick 4, the Super Mario Brothers. So I think 2023 was a really good year for film because it just drove a lot of people to the theaters,
For best supporting actor, these I'm going to go over 3 more because I might go over the TV ones a little bit briefly, but there's just too many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So, best supporting, I want to go over this one because this is a great list. So, we got Willem Dafoe in Poor Things as Dr. Godwin Baxter. We got Robert De Niro in Killers of the Flower Moon as William King Hale. We got Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer as Louis Strauss. Ryan Gosling in Barbie as Ken. Charles Melton, May December as Joe Yu. And Mark Ruffalo in Poor Things as Duncan Wedderburn. Now, a lot of people probably will say that Ryan Gosling is a lock to win this award, but I think he has a good chance to win, but I don't think for like certain awards, there you could tell like there's one lock that's gonna win for sure. You know what I mean?
Like, like there's one that you your go to. Yeah, that they're getting this.
Yeah, like for sure winning. If you before Killers of the Flower Moon and Oppenheimer, I haven't seen Poor Things, like I said. I would have said Ryan Gosling would win Best Supporting Actor, but I don't think I don't, it's not that I don't think he will, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as it would have been initially because Robert De Niro's performance in Killers of the Flower Moon was fantastic.
It was one of his best in years. Yeah,
he was amazing in that. Robert Downey Jr., it might have affected the time he was in it might affect it a little bit, but he was fantastic in his role too. He
was good, yeah.
Like this is a strong list, and I don't think there's a clear winner here.
It's a tight one. It's definitely a tight list. I think it could either go to if I were to pick because it's tough because again it's hard to kind of judge it because I haven't seen Poor Things, but based off going off what I've seen in the nominees, it's my top 3 contenders, it looks like number 1 would be Robert Downey Jr.,
Yeah.
2 would be Robert De Niro, and then the third would be Ryan
Yeah,
Gosling. So I feel like that's like those are like the top contenders.
Yeah.
At least, because I haven't seen Poor Things, but those were because they got a lot of buzz, especially Robert Downey Jr.'s performance in Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Because like I love Ryan Gosling. I love all of these
Ryan
people's
Gosling's great. Yeah,
This is a great list. I love the performance of all these, but for me personally, I think it might have to be De Niro
De Niro.
because I never like he made me hate his character so much because the real person was a piece of shit.
He's bad.
Anyways, but like it made me hate. Like he did a great job, but then again, Ryan Gosling also made me really like Ken. Because like
Ken, yeah.
like he was a character that was like like just so funny and like you could see why he acts the way he does because he wants to feel important and everything. Like they did. Yeah, don't know.
It's tough.
RDJ also did a great job in Oppenheimer because he was also an annoying piece of shit that he wanted to hate on so much. Like it's gonna be tough. And like I said, I haven't seen even Poor Things. It might make this list harder if I once I see that. Who knows? Best Supporting Actress Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer as Kitty Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks from The Color Purple as Sophia Johnston, Jodie Foster and Nyad as Bonnie Stroll, Julianne Moore in May December as Gracie Atherton Yo, Rosamund Pike in Saltburn as Elspeth Catton, and Divine Joy Randolph, the holdovers as Mary Lamb. I don't know. I haven't seen
much. I think the only one is from Emily Blunt from Oppenheimer, and then what was the other one?
Saltburn, May December, Nyad, The Color Purple, and The Holder. I haven't seen The Color Purple because it's not out yet.
Yeah, it's not out. It doesn't come out till Christmas. Yeah. I mean, the only one that one that gets.
I only saw Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I've only saw Oppenheimer too for that category.
Emily Blunt might win that award, I guess. I don't know. Best Director, Bradley Cooper for Maestro, well deserved. Greta Gerwig for Barbie, very well deserved as well. All these are very, very well deserving, by the way. All of these. Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things, Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer, Martin Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon, Celine Song for Past Lives. This is another one that I don't think has a clear winner.
It's a tough,
because
you got, and I'm glad that Greta Gerwig is in that category too, because I know for the past couple of years they don't really throw too many women directors in there. I mean, they started, recently, but for a while there hasn't been any in there. So I'm really glad that she's getting the recognition that she deserves, and she's had a very successful year. And then so has Christopher Nolan, though. He's had a very successful year too with Oppenheimer.
I could see this going to either Greta, Chris, or Martin.
Martin, yeah, those I would say those are my top 3 contenders.
I don't know who. I don't know which order. I don't know who, but it's going to be a close one.
It is.
I don't think there's a clear one. I don't have a clear one in my head either because I think they all deserve it.
Yeah, they're all great movies.
If I could give the reward to all 3 of them, I would. But there's only one.
Only one winner.
Only one winner.
Yeah.
Well, there could be co-winners, right? I could see if co-winners are possible, I could see Chris Nolan and Greta Gerwig tying up.
Barbieheimer. Yeah.
I could see them tying up because it's because the thing about the Golden Globes is it's not like the Oscars, it's more. It's more like I don't know. It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
It's less taken seriously.
It's kind of like in a way the kickoff to the award season. The kickoff.
Yeah. Not less taken seriously, but it's it's more of a good time than anything, more than anything, because the Oscars like the Super Bowl of all them.
The Super Bowl of awards.
This one's more like the AFC Championship, more the AFC, where it's just but for TV it means a lot because I'll go over some TV ones. This is taking a long time. So for best television series, drama 1923 from Paramount Plus, The Crown Netflix, The Diplomat Netflix, The Last of Us HBO,
nice.
The Morning Show Apple TV Plus, and last but not least Succession HBO. Now, I haven't seen the last season of Succession. I'm still in the first season. I'm watching it, but from everything I hear about season 4 of Succession, it's winning.
It's winning.
It's winning.
I haven't seen Succession.
It's good. So it's really good. I've enjoyed it.
Nice.
It's winning.
You think
I
that's gonna take home best series,
Yeah.
best drama series?
it's by far like, dude. Well, I'll go over in a sec, but or no, I could just because I'm not going to go over this whole list. I mean, for look at all the nominations they have. They have 3 people for best performance in a TV series.
From Succession under
Yeah.
one category.
For actors, or well, I'll even combine it. Actors and actresses. They have 4. So they have Brian Cox, Sarah Snook, Kieran Culkin, and Jeremy Strong.
Oh, so they have,
Yeah,
so they have
like,
a lot
dude,
of people.
it is amazingly acted. And for best supporting, they have Matthew McFadden, Alexander Skarsgård, so Alan Ruck. Like, that's 7 people,
7,
dude.
wow, yeah.
That's 7.
Nominees for acting just alone.
They have the
yeah.
most nominations with 9. Like, it is,
Wow.
I could see it winning. I think,
Succession.
yeah. And The Last of Us is a good show, and any other year I could see it winning.
Mhm.
Same with The Crown, but I think Succession's here again. I
Succession.
think it's just Succession's here again. I have to watch the season, like I said. But from everything I've heard, from the small things I've seen of it, because I'm an idiot that spoils itself, like it might win it.
It might win. Take
Yeah.
home the cake.
It's just very well beloved by so many people and everything. Like, it's just, I don't know. I could see it winning.
I have to check it out.
Yeah, musical or comedy? Abbott Elementary, Barry the Bear. Oh yeah. Let me say, ABC has Abbott.
Mhm.
HBO has Barry. FX has The Bear. Jury Duty. Amazon Freevee, which is interesting. If Freevee never gets
Freevee.
any nominations, but I guess this was good. Only Murders in the Building from Hulu and Ted Lasso. Apple TV Plus. I don't know. Oh, The Bear.
The Bear. I haven't seen.
I've
I've
seen
only
it.
seen
I
one
love it.
episode of The Bear. I have to get into it because I heard it's a really good show.
Yeah.
Barry was actually very good. It's a very good series on HBO. I watched it
Mm.
over the summer, and I watched the entire series in a month because it's only 4 seasons, and each episode is like about 25 minutes long. And
Yeah.
Barry was is very good. But I know The Bear is very popular. I know it won a couple awards last year.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, and yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. I know Ted Lasso again. I haven't watched Ted Lasso, but I
I
know
heard that season
it's,
wasn't that good, though.
The latest season of
I
Ted
haven't seen
Lasso
it yet, but I heard it wasn't that good. Everyone that I know loves it does not.
does
They
not
didn't
like
really
it.
like it that much, no.
Oh man,
Yeah, which is disappointing. I'll still watch it, but yeah. And that's it for Golden Globes because there's a lot.
there's a lot,
There's a
but
lot of
some good things. I'm
yeah.
glad there was a couple surprises too, like I mentioned earlier with Air.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes, and congrats to all the nominees out there. There was a lot of great work this past year.
Yeah. Up next, sad news in the community.
Yes.
Andre Brower, best known for Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Homicide, has died at 61.
Yes, very
Uh,
shocking. Captain Holt.
Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a show I really liked. I'd be rewatching reruns of it and everything. And it's sad, because I love that show, and he was, a big part of it.
Yeah.
Captain Holt, and yeah, 61 is way,
That's not
it
old.
caught me off
Yeah.
guard, man.
Yeah.
Like,
It did. I think it caught a lot of people off guard because
yeah,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a great show. I followed it since
mhm,
day one, since it started, because I was really a big Andy Samberg fan. So
yeah,
whatever he was in, I was watching. And yeah, so I basically followed the series from day one. I remember watching the pilot episode. And yeah, from there on, I just followed the series. It was a great, fun, enjoyable comfort show. And
yeah,
Andre Bauer as Captain Hall, I mean, he was brilliant in the show because he was serious. He was the boss, but at the same time, he was very humorous.
yeah.
You get a lot of laughs from his character, and
Mhm.
it's very sad. And the show didn't really end that long ago. The show ended about
No.
2 years ago, and
Yeah,
yeah, it was very shocking and sad when I saw it. He passed away on Sunday, due to an illness, I guess. We don't have too much details, but
no,
yeah, very sad. Very sad news. Yeah, because Brooklyn Nine-Nine was such a great show, and Andre Bauer was brilliant as Captain Holt on the show. So,
yeah.
big loss.
Yeah, no, this is like one of those sets where it caught me so off guard. Like, like the only other two I think this year, in terms of like, the entertainment and sports industries,
Mhm.
Bray Wyatt and Lance Reddick. So that's really,
Oh
really
yes,
caught me off
Bray
guard as
Wyatt.
well.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt. Remember that?
Yeah,
That was a caught off
and
guard, and
yeah,
Lance Reddick
and
too. Yeah,
yeah, and Andre dying here, like it's just like wow, I did,
I
like you
know.
don't expect death, but like it's just like
It just comes out of nowhere.
and this one
sometimes,
really came out of nowhere
Yeah.
because like it's not like there was any indications or anything, but I guess just I guess that's just life and everything.
Yeah,
You never know. And like,
I know.
Andre Brower, just like, man, just that was when I heard that he died, I was just like, what?
Yeah, he
You
was a
know?
great actor in some of his works too. I mean, he was great in the movie Glory
Yeah,
and Get on the Bus, Spike Lee movie. I mean, he was just a really great actor, a master of his craft, and
yeah.
yeah, it's
So
crazy.
yeah, rest in peace, Andre Brower. And our condolences go to his family.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Up next, Dwayne Johnson is gonna star in a Benny Safdie A24 film,
Nice.
and
Nice.
it's about an MMA fighter, and that's really all we know about it. So I don't know.
That's cool
It's
though.
gonna be weird.
I mean, that's cool because I know A24. It's technically like an independent studio, but it's definitely been getting more familiarity the
Yes,
past couple years, so it's kind of getting that up that it deserves.
you have The
So it's
Rock in there.
so it's like in between like independent and mainstream. But yeah, The Rock putting that there because The Rock is a big blockbuster, movie star,
Yeah,
and just to put him in an A24 movie, I think is really cool, and definitely excited to see him and with Benny Safdie, who's great. But yeah, it should be very interesting.
yeah. Okay, so there was more information. So it says Johnson is set to star in The Smashing Machine. That's what the movie will be called.
Smash Machine.
As real life MMA fighter Mark Kerr. Marker. I'm sorry, I
Marker.
had to make this joke.
Marker.
So Mark Kerr, not Marker, Mark Kerr,
Kerr.
a two-time UFC heavyweight tournament champion. I'm guessing this is from when UFC was unrelegated and they'd no time limits and
Yeah.
people were going all insane. I remember those. Oh, I don't remember those times. I wasn't alive for those times. But I remember watching stuff from that
From that
time period of
era.
UFC. Yeah. Um. So yeah. This Safdie, who wrote and will direct the feature, has been developing this project with Johnson, who notably started his career as a professional wrestler since 2019. So it's been going for a while.
Oh wow, so 4
Yeah.
years they've been in that making. Wow.
This is from the Hollywood Reporter, by the way. Um, but yeah, this is interesting. I don't know too much about Marker, but Marker, God,
Now it's
That's
stuck. Now you got it
yeah.
stuck.
um, like, but yeah, he this is gonna be cool. I'm trying to remember who he was. Like, I don't know why it's not coming up to my coming up to me and everything. I don't know, but yeah, he fought in Pride, UFC, won the UFC 15 heavyweight tournament, UFC 14 heavyweight tournament. I'm telling you, man, these times were crazy,
Hmm.
crazy, crazy,
Wow.
crazy times for the UFC. Um, I mean, like, if you look back at it,
Hmm.
there's this one guy who would have one bare hand and one hand that has a boxing glove.
Oh
Like, it
really?
was some wacky shit
Damn.
in like the original UFC in
UFC.
its original form. Like, barely any, I think it was like 30-minute time limits, like no rounds,
No rounds.
no holds barred. Just I think it's just like no touching the eyes and like there was only like two rules,
Two
but
rules.
anything goes. It was like WWE type
So
shit.
just hardcore,
Yeah.
like right there in your face.
Yeah, it was like WWE type shit, but like kind of like like real-ish,
Real,
more
yeah,
like
real.
like they're actually like
Fighting for like real
yeah,
blood and all that stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
not like it's like them actually hitting each other and everything, but like they're not it's scripted,
Yeah.
it's unscripted. They want to kick each other's ass.
Damn.
So yeah, that was that time period of the UFC. They still want to kick each other's ass, but what I mean. Like now it's more
It's
relegated,
tense.
and
Yeah.
there's all these athletic commissions and everything, all this stuff. But yeah, this is gonna be cool. Now, are we going to get the usual Rock, or are we going to get the Rock's acting range in a different form? That's the
true.
question.
It's interesting. Interesting
Because,
point. Yeah.
because I love the Rock, but when I see the Rock in a
Mhm.
movie, he's playing the Rock. That's what we've gone to at this point. Even Black Adam,
The action. Yeah.
yeah,
The
like
actions. Yeah.
like that's where we're kind of at. So, yeah, but cool to see him in a movie about MMA.
Hmm.
Um, I'll wait till when he makes a professional wrestling movie.
That'd be something.
And
That'd be fun. Yeah.
he could literally just play himself.
He could literally play himself. Have you seen the show Young Rock? They had
Yeah.
the series, yeah, on Young Rock. That was pretty good. And then He did in a way play himself. Have you seen the movie Fighting with My Family?
I forgot about that. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did play
okay.
himself. Yeah,
Yeah, he has a short like cameo. He has like a short
I
part in
forgot
the
that
movie.
Florence Pugh was in that movie as Paige.
Yeah, she was. She was perfectly
That's insane
casted.
to
Yeah,
me,
she was
dude.
great. Yeah, she did a great job as Paige. Yeah,
That is so insane to me that she was
Yeah.
Paige. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. I forgot about that movie.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, Fighting with My Family. Wow. Yeah, so actually, he's already done that, huh? He's already hit the professional wrestling movie.
Well, we need like a real like we need him with like him as like the main character
Yeah,
because he was basically like he was like a cameo in a way
yeah.
in the film.
We need
Yeah.
him versus Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
I
That'd
just
be a
want
good
that
fight.
match happen.
Yeah.
Maybe after Cody wins it, but I want I
Rock and Reigns.
yeah, I want to see Rock versus Roman. And I would kind of wish it happened this year,
That would be a
but
good fight. Yeah, that would
you
be a
know,
good fight. Rock and Roman.
yeah. But I could keep dreaming. It doesn't seem like it'll happen because let's be honest, he could make it happen. It's just I don't think he's interested in going back to the ring.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Um,
the last time, because we got Rock and because we got a lot of big Rock matches. We got Rock and Austin, Rock and Hogan, Rock
Cena.
and Cena. Yeah, so
Rock and Cena was crazy, dude.
Rock
I
and Cena.
remember we
That
bought
was a
that
good feud.
pay per view. All you young bucks here, you're lucky that your parents are buying like these Peacock subscriptions for $10,
I know.
$12 a month. Man, as a kid, I had to beg my mother to spend $60 for WrestleMania. Like you know,
Same. It was
Yeah.
for SummerSlam was my pay per view go to SummerSlam because WrestleMania was like too expensive, so they were like okay we could give you like SummerSlam. So
Yeah.
I had like an annual thing
I
for
did
like
get SummerSlam 2012.
so for like 7 years I was from SummerSlam. I ordered SummerSlam 2007,
Yeah.
and then my last SummerSlam that we ordered was 2014. So 7 year run.
You ordered that on pay per view?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh,
Because that was
yeah.
when the WWE Network was out.
Huh?
That was when the WWE Network. was
Yeah,
out.
I didn't have the WWE Network.
Yeah.
We just did the pay-per-views because the WWE Network came out in 2012, right?
14.
It came out 14.
Yeah, it was announced 2012 though.
Oh,
Yeah.
20. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was announced, but then it
Yeah.
was like
And then WrestleMania 30. I won't lie though. I did buy WrestleMania 31 on pay per view. The WWE Network was out, but that's because
Wrestle
of,
31.
yeah. It was kind of dumb that we spent money on it, more money on it than we need to. But yeah, I mean it's whatever. I got it. I watched it.
Get to
Now
watch those matches.
Yeah.
Sting was there, right?
Yeah, Sting. The Rock was there.
The Rock was there.
With Ronda
Nice.
Rousey. That
Oh
was the
yes,
segment.
yes, I remember
Yeah.
that. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and then since then it's been WWE Network and Peacock, which has been quite beautiful.
I know, man. If this only would have happened like 10,
Years
15 years
before.
ago, I would be like
I'd be
young me
thriving.
would be like excited. I'd be there literally like my whole weekend would just be watching WWE like pay-per-views.
Yeah.
If they only did that like 10, 15 years ago. Jeez.
Yeah, no, it's exciting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times with Peacock and everything. But yeah, anyways, we have one last piece of movie news. This is probably gonna be our longest podcast in a while. But yeah, so sorry guys, no 45-minute one this week. It's gonna probably be an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, last but not least, interesting one. Christopher Abbott replaces Ryan Gosling in Universal's Wolfman reboot that they're developing with Blumhouse. Leigh Whannell, who directed The Invisible Man, is directing. It's coming out October 2024. I think it's like the 25th, something like that. But it's interesting because Ryan Gosling was the man who pitched this movie.
Yeah, and then
and
he's
now
not.
he's not in it. So yeah,
Jeez.
but
I
Chris
wonder
Abbott's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it's like a scheduling conflict or
Probably.
maybe yes, because usually that could be a case, scheduling conflict or like differences of ideas. But yeah.
Or Blumhouse was like, yeah, we got to stay under budget, guys.
That's true. That could be a factor.
No, but for real though, it kind of sucks. I was looking forward to Ryan Gosling Wolfman, but hey, it's Chris Abbott. It's a good replacement. I'll take it.
Yeah.
And Leigh Whannell over there directing after how good The Invisible Man was. I'll take it.
Yeah, The Invisible Man was surprisingly really good.
Yeah.
It was really good. I wasn't expecting too much from it, but
After
then
The Mummy, I wasn't
yeah.
expecting much.
The Mummy.
Yeah.
Which
Remember
one?
they're trying to do the Dark Universe thing?
Oh yeah, yes,
Yeah.
The Mummy. Yeah,
2017.
I know that
Tom
one
Cruise.
was trash. The one with the original ones from like
Oh yeah,
with Brendan Fraser. Yeah, those are great. Yeah,
yeah.
but the 2017 one with Tom Cruise. Yeah, it was
It was
just like,
classically garbage.
yeah, it was bad. Yeah, and for the
Yeah,
most
it is-
part too, I love Tom Cruise movies. Like all of his movies, I enjoy, but just like there's very few that I don't like, and definitely The Mummy 2017. That was definitely one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Instead of the Dark Universe, they're just doing all these horror movies.
just
and
kind of
you know,
rebooting. Yeah, rebooting.
yeah, which I like better. maybe you could do your Wolfman versus Frankenstein one day, but
Yeah.
not now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see it, but
Yeah, that'd be a good showdown. Yeah.
not-
Fun. Yeah.
just like the old days we weren't alive for.
Oh God.
Not even our
Yes.
grandparents were alive for that.
For
but,
like the 30s, what 40s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Jeez.
they were barely alive for like at that point.
Any of those stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, but they're classics too. So
Yeah.
it'd be cool to see. Well, that's it for entertainment news. Now up next, what's coming out this week?
This weekend.
What is coming out this week, Javi?
So we got Wonka that comes out
From Warner Bros.
on Friday, and what
I
else
got
is
the
coming?
rest of the list. Like I said, Wonka looks fun though.
Wonka?
I'm thinking I'm gonna go watch it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wonka. Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of Wonka growing up. I was a big fan. I read the book, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed the movies. The one from 71 with Gene Wilder, and then the
Mhm.
2005 remake with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I actually surprisingly liked it. I know
I really
not,
like it.
yeah, not too many people were, they were kind of, some
Yeah.
people were mixed on it, but I really enjoyed it. Actually, to be honest, I know I might get a little heat for this, but I actually kind of slightly prefer the 2005 one over the 1971 one, just because it's a little more modern. And
Yeah.
at the time, too, the age, because I was like 9 when it came out, so I was able to kind of connect with it slightly a little bit more than the 71 one. But the 1971 one is still very good. It's a
It's a
classic.
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of people hating. Well, that said, he's right. I like 20. I mean, it's probably because I've seen both as a kid, and I like the more modern one.
Yeah,
I did like. I'll probably have to rewatch both get an actual to see if I still think it. But I did like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory a lot.
A little bit.
I think I like both of them equally.
Both
I don't
of them
think it's that I
equally?
like one more than the other. I think it's I like both of them equally.
Yeah, no, they're both very good movies. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I like the original, but believe it or not, the author he hated it. The original.
Oh, Roald Dahl.
Yeah, Roald Dahl. Yeah.
Yeah.
He hated Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
The one with Gene Wilder, 71.
Yeah,
Really?
he
Wow.
hated that one.
Damn.
No, in fact, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is much more closer to his book because the thing with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is that it strayed away from a little bit from the book.
It
you know?
did a little bit. Yeah.
But and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory had a lot more stuff that's from the book and everything, like the dentist plot.
Oh yes.
Wonka's dad
Yep.
being a dentist. Everything. I think that was in the book if I remember. I have to double check, but yeah, like there was a lot more from that was close. It was the closest adaptation to the book, but it's funny that more people like the 1971 one because I don't know. I guess the differences from the book make it
Yeah, it makes
even
yeah.
But it's funny, like the 2005 one's closer to the source material, which
Yeah, definitely.
doesn't really get mentioned as much, but it's
It kind
it's
of hits
quite
the mark. Yeah, follows the book a little bit more.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I see that.
Also coming out this week, it's from Netflix, but it's not coming out on Netflix until later on. I think Christmas. Rebel Moon in theaters.
Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Same format as Oppenheimer. We'll see how this goes. It's a Rebel Moon Part 1, actually. I forgot the subtitles because it's cut in 2 parts, but
Broken down.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see if this is good. It's Zack Snyder, so
Yeah, we'll see. Hit or miss sometimes.
yeah, it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
So it looks. I'll watch it. It looks cool.
Yeah, give it-
I
I'll
wish
give
I
it a
watched
shot,
it in the
yeah.
theaters though.
In the theaters.
Like I'm cool watching it at home, but like it feels like a movie that should be in
Experience on the big
theaters.
screen. Yeah. Makes
because
sense.
it looks cool. Like it just looks like a big picture movie, but it's alright. It's in my house. I'll watch it. My 4K TV.
Yeah, you got the
fuck it,
4K TV. You can lie down, relax.
Yeah.
Cozy up at the couch, pause it, grab
Yeah.
a snack. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. Also, actually coming out on Netflix, which I'm excited for, Chicken Run: Dawn of the Nugget.
Oh, wow.
Finally the sequel. After all this time, it's coming out.
Wow. With Chicken Run, the first one came out in 2000.
Yeah.
Jeez. Wow.
And 23 years later,
Finally get a
it's-
sequel.
Yeah, it's
I remember that movie when I was a kid. Yeah, I think I had like the VHS or DVD of it. Yeah, Chicken Run. Wow.
It's crazy. After all this time, it's like this movie and Good Burger. We're coming out
I
now.
know that's coming out now, 20 plus years later, getting the
Yeah,
sequels.
We're slapping sequels in 2023. Like, just there we go. Get your nostalgia in and everything. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's just nostalgia. We're getting it thrown at us right
Thrown
now
at us,
with all
indeed.
this stuff in the late winter months now.
Yeah.
Well, not late winter, early winter months.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm excited for. I'll be watching that. And last but not least, The Family Plan from Apple TV Plus, which seems like a Mark Wahlberg family movie. I don't have much to say about that. Honestly,
Oh yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
it's whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, Mark Wahlberg, he has some good stuff, but yeah, that's just like kind of
Yeah.
like a yeah.
Nothing will beat Boogie Nights at this point.
Oh, yeah,
there's stuff
absolutely.
that's been Boogie Nights, or I don't even think so. I don't even know. But like Marky Mark, I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Anyways, guys, unless you have anything else to say,
I think that's about it. Yeah, I mean, we definitely we wrapped up. We touched on the globe.
I do
So
have an announcement though.
yes,
So we talked about it earlier, but we're doing our own award show. Since we were talking about award shows earlier, we're gonna do games, but the worst of all time because there's already one for best. Like there's the Razzies for movies and worst of all time movies or worst movies of the year. We're gonna do worst games this year. We got a worst game of the year. We got worst developers, all this stuff. We're gonna give out awards for worst because there's been a lot of stinkers this year in the video game industry. A lot of great games, but a lot of stinkers. I'm looking at you, Game Mail Games. Your terrible Walking Dead game, your stupid cutscene in Skull Island where it's not even like the actual like dinosaur moving. It's some freaking like flash photo or something.
Flash, yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
I see you guys. You guys don't think I didn't catch you. Don't think I didn't catch you. You guys are definitely on the list. Fuck you guys.
Oh man.
You guys I don't even care if you guys aren't watching. Like if you do watch and stumble upon this and you hear this, you guys are on the list. Redfall, you're on the list.
On the list, making the list.
Yeah, and the day before, you scammers, fantastic. Yeah, those developers, you guys are on 2 lists, by the way. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, Golem, you're on the list. Yeah, so I kind of announced the nominees a little bit, but look, yeah. So the glitchies, that's the official name. It'll maybe be happening in the next 2 weeks, something like that. We're gonna do it though. We're doing it. I don't know what format I'm going to do it. I might do it in a format like this, or I might do it in a live stream because I want to do more live streams. Live streams are fun. They're super fun. I had a good time last time. So, yeah, the glitchies coming to this YouTube channel near you or something like that. I don't know.
Nice.
But either way, we're going to trash it. We're going to vote. We're going to just shit on all these games because they deserve to be shit on. There's also the disappointments of the year.
Disappointment.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 DLC. Yeah, so there's a lot. That should be a lot of fun. I'm very excited to do it. Will it be a real rap podcast episode? I don't know. We'll see. It depends. I might want to do it separately, but we'll see. But anyways, guys, that was my big announcement. Be sure to check out for more news about that in the next couple days. But anyways, this has been JP.
This has been Javier.
And we'll see you guys next week for episode 13, which is actually going to come out on Wednesday, by the way, because, our live schedule is going to be switching to Tuesdays. So we'll be releasing on Wednesdays. So, or maybe Tuesday nights. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. Probably Wednesdays. But yeah, be sure to check that out. Very excited. And I'll see you guys next week. Wednesday. Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. See ya.
No one never cared what you said, but to say that means never listening to what mom say. Always had a dream on moving at my mom's place. Always hesitate when it came to putting on the wrong face. When it came to putting it on face. When it came to building up a better being, but a better being. Never been in the back of your thoughts. Never ever thought you'd ever see them, but I bet that you were heated, but you still in the back of your thoughts. Nightmares and dreams in the back of your thoughts. Life with a meaning.